Circular Identity was founded in 2023 by two entrepreneurs driven by a bold vision, turning plastic waste into valuable circular resources. Our mission is to regenerate polymers through innovation, transparency, and circular design, reducing waste before it even exists. Each batch is certified, traceable, and aligned with EU regulations, thanks to our digital product passport and circular certified plastics. Following a strategic acquisition and major investments, we are now structured into 3 production units, enabling us to exceed 5,000 tons of capacity. At the core of our journey is circular design, where innovation meets responsibility and waste becomes opportunity.
So good afternoon, everybody. I'm Pierre-Cassin. I am the managing partner and co-founder of Circular Identity. Today, I would like to introduce you to about the advancing closed-loop polymers, meaning for us how we did the company, about circular design and digital traceability, which is our heart of the company. So I will divide it in 4 topics about us, why we did this company, what is our vision, what we do, our products, and then how we certify it. So the vision of the company. The company has been founded 2 years ago only, but with a vision in which we consider that the plastics has a future life and is transformed in high safety critical components, meaning that we want to make only high quality of the products and we want to reduce the negative impact of the plastic waste. For sure, our mission is circular design. Circular design, from our point of view, is a bit different than eco-design. Eco-design is more about how to use recycled plastics. We have a different vision, meaning that we want to be with the customers in order to design the parts with them, in order to later be able to recycle the products and reintroduce them inside their products. So in our products formulation, how we make the products, we need to consider how the parts will be in order to be able to reuse it. Okay, so the company has been founded in June 2003 by 2 people. I think it was important to explain it because we believe that even if we are today in the monde of the AI, we are still making the business between humans. So 2 founders, Renzo Gibellini, who is the CEO of Reflexalen. Reflexalen is a tier 1 automotive group with more than 35 years ago of experience, 1,300 and now 1,600 people all around the world. And myself, in which I work for 12 years in the plastic industry. And for sure, Circular Identity, the name is for the heart of our company because we wanted to have a mutual vision and expertise, so he's more on the part of the parts and myself more on the materials. Something happened in our group because we made a very fast growth. We made an acquisition in Italy. So we had a boost of our capacity because today this company had 7 lines of extrusion for master batches and for polymers. They have a very nice expertise for anti-static conductive products and flame retardants. And also they have a very nice portfolio of customers all around the automotive industry, medical industry, and also in consumer goods. And we did for sure an investment that we started 2 years ago. When we started the company, we started immediately to invest in a new extrusion line in order to have a very nice quality of the products. So for sure, it's something that maybe some customers do not see, but we invested in the line, but also in automatic filters, cooling the material. So the quality is very important in all the steps of the process of the material. It's good to have the vision, but then you need to make the investment, the industrial investment. In the same thing in the laboratory. We made a lot of new investments, even if the new laboratory was quite full. We invested in TGA to calculate the plasticizer impact, the climatic chamber, and so on. And we also created a recycling department in which you can find the size diminution. We clean the material. We try to design a new machine in which we separate the material, we clean it and we separate it. We made the design ourselves with Italian suppliers, and we homogenize the material because, as you may all know here, homogenization is a key part of the plastic recycling. We also invested in automatic packaging with laser marking in order to avoid label with papers with plastic bags, and we investing also in dosing system for the extrusion line. We are here today also because we are a member of Plastic Recycler Europe. It has been one of the first projects we did in the company because it was very important for us to be involved in the association and to try to be a leader in the raw material selection. So we try to support all the customers, but also all the players in the industry with our knowledge in the raw material selection. What we do. So circular design, why the company has been made. For sure, the first topic is to make co-design. We want to discuss with the customers about recyclability, about technical performance, and about the regulatory compliance. Here in the room, we have some experts, but for sure, the rules in Europe are made by Europe, okay? So about the norms, we have to be very careful. We want to collect as well PIR and PCR of the customers, okay? So for us, it's very important to understand what are the wastes they are going to manufacture and how we could collect them. And how we can have, our objective is also to be competitive. So for sure, we want to have easy sorting, easy collection, so we need to design the parts from the beginning. It's the key if we want to be competitive in the market. We all know here that we need to be competitive. We transform the material, we make advanced compounding, so for sure we customize material properties. We make, for example, reactive extrusion in which we are able to modify the viscosity, so meaning for fluid to viscose and to viscose from fluid. Okay? And we certify and restart, meaning, and I will introduce it later, but we have a unique solution of digital product passport, and we make traceable and compliant with European goals. So our production is divided in 3 units. We are based in Modena, in Italy. And we are divided in 3 units. So the resource treatments for the raw material, the polymer formulation unit in which we make the recipe, the formula, okay, and the reactive extrusion unit. In the resource treatment unit for the raw material, we shred and we grind, we make metal detection, cleaning, separation, sorting, and homogenization. For the formulation, we make tailor-made recipe, and I think it's very good when you are a mid-sized company because we are agile. Being agile for the market is very important. We can make glass fibers with mineral fibers, we can mix them, we can make special color because we make also master batches. So we can develop tailor-made solution for the customers. And then for sure, we have the extrusion unit in which, as I said, we can make some reactive extrusion unit to modify the viscosity, we make the melting flow, we customize formulation, and we make the packaging as well. And for sure, all steps are going to the laboratory. So here you can see some pictures of our lab, okay? And we have 2 labs, one for the technopolymers and one for the master batch and the color definition. We have also 2 extrusion lines because we think that in R&D we need to develop the products from the beginning, so it will be also faster, but we can also develop formulation much more faster for the customers. And we have also 3 injection press, and then we can test it in our lab. We make the specimen and we can test whatever we want. Conductivity, for example. We have 2 projects, textile and ocean waste. So there are initiatives because we have, for sure, the sources of the raw material, and the objective is to explain to the customers that we can have this kind of waste and we can recycle them. Now we need to find the right market which are able to accept also to pay higher prices for this kind of materials. that today maybe in the plastic industry we are not yet ready because of the market situation. But we have it. For example, from the sea we have polypropylene, which is very, very high quality, but now we need to find the right market and the right customers. That's why today there are only initiatives, but we have them. And we are ready to also to certify them recycled plastics. Our products. So here you can see that we go from high performance materials, so as polyamide 12, polyamide 612, and PBA. We have also some other engineering plastics as the 610, which is partially bio-based, the 66, the 6, POM, PPS, and TPU. And we have also some commodity with the ABS. We are able to make very, very specialized compounds even if the base is recycled. We can make it conductive, anti-static. We make also V0 material, V1, also with glass fibers, for example, with polyamide 6, and we make it V2. We can make carbon fiber reinforced, glass fiber reinforced, glass bead filled, and we are also the unique compounder in Italy to make it with metal, okay? And we compound it. Usually it is blended, and we make it in compound for the conductivity of the products. We have also a special unit in which we have an engineer working in reinforced with natural material. We have three kinds of material. We have wood fibers, we have coconut flour, and we have bamboo flour, okay? The material will be lighter, and we'll have a huge part of the natural. In this product, you can see it's made with 71% of recycled polypropylene and with 25% of wood fibers. And of course, a little bit of white master batch in order to reach the quality of the customers. It is for injection molding for sure. Some of our application in which we sell already, you can see some air brake tubes, some bicycles, some cables, some cleaner, but also many type of application. We are in extrusion and in injection molding. The objective is to show to the customers and to use that we can reintroduce it in many parts. Some of you can be maybe scared of using recycled material, but you should not do, because in the recycling, we test everything. This is very important to do. When you produce virgin material, what is very important is the process. Now, you control a lot the process. When you work in the recycling, you control a lot the granule and the end of the granule. Okay, so it's not only the process, it's also the finished parts. That's why we can manufacture tubes, or we can manufacture specimens that we will test in our lab. Okay, and all the material are homogenized, which is the key of the recycling. So it's very important for us. So you can use it in many types of application. You are in automotive, you can make a 30% recycled material. Okay, we will create a multi-layer tubing, for example, for you, or many kind of parts. But all of them, then they will be certified circular plastics and recycled plastics. Digital product passport. So here we enter in a key part for our company, and it was my vision for many years. And I think that a key part of the circular economy is the traceability. Why the customer will trust us? Why they will really believe that the material is certified? And today, with the regulation, it is growing, meaning that today the European Commission, with the Eco Design for Sustainable Product Regulation, so the ESPR, they decided that the digital product passport will be mandatory for every material, also the virgin ones, not only the recycled ones. Okay, and for sure, the digital product passport will be for every batch, not for the process. Today, all the certifications that we can see, that we all know, ISO, ISCC, and so on, you certify more or less your process, okay? The main difference with the digital product passport is you will certify every batch of material. When you are also a new company, a new player as us, even if my partner has more than 35 years of experience in the market and myself as well a little bit, you have a new company. So we said we need to that our customer have a huge trust in our company, and traceability for sure is very important. So it's also one part of the ESPR. You can track the substances of concern. It can be inside the digital product passport. It can be certified inside. And you provide really a transparent and standardized data. Because, for example, with the customer, we can put whatever they want inside the digital product passport. We can put the percentage of glass of recycled, but we can put also the certificate of analysis, the norms of the company. We can customize it. We can also include, in case of closed loop, what is the percentage of waste of the customer. And the customer can demonstrate it to his own customers, for example, for the customer industry, but also for the automotive industry. And they can keep using the QR code and the digital product passport, which is, from our point of view, a key of the traceability. You can make a recall of the part. It's a solution which is already provided by Reflex Allen, the mother company of circular identity, in which a customer can only click on the mobile and call for a recall of the parts. And then a distribution company can come and replace the parts. So at the end, it's also additional business for you, because when they are calling to replace your products, they want also another one. So your business is not going in the hands of someone else. And the timeline, for sure, the adoption of the ESPR is 2004-2025, okay? But I think it will become mandatory between 2026 and 2027. So I'm very happy also to be here today, because we want to be a pioneer in the digital product passports. And you will see in the next slide what we can do. So this is how it looks, okay? So we decided to do it by a third company, which is a Nest. Today in the room we are very happy because we have the founder and the CEO. But I mean, I think that the solution is very, very great. Firstly, because we need to demonstrate for every batch that the material is really recycled. So we have a platform in which we need to download documents to prove that the material is really recycled. Why? Because then, as it works with a blockchain technology, we will not be able to modify it again. Meaning that when we give the QR code to the customer, we cannot change it. Okay? So here you have an example. It's a transparent ABS that we did, a maps, okay, in which you could see. So you have a QR code, it works. Huh? If you want to see it with your mobile, it works. It's not a fake one, huh? It works really. So in which we indicate that 99.91% are circular plastics, okay? Meaning that 0.09% linked to the master batch in that case is virgin. It is 100% recycled, and then you can see the beginning of the information. So you see the batch numbers, you have the lot quantity, you have the date of production, you have all the information that we want to share with the customer for a full traceability. In that case, you can see on the left screen that you can have the difference of the material, meaning that inside you can see the formulation. The material is made with the ABS, is made with the master batch, how we did the master batch. We made it with recycled polypropylene and other type of master batch. And then this kind of QR code, you can also use it on your packaging. So that was it for me. I thank you very much, and I hope that you enjoyed it and you will come to our booth L40. Thank you so much.
Circular Identity was founded in 2023 by two entrepreneurs driven by a bold vision: turning plastic waste into valuable circular resources. Our mission is to regenerate polymers through innovation, transparency, and circular design, reducing waste before it even exists. Each batch is certified, traceable, and aligned with EU regulations, thanks to our digital product passport and circular certified plastics. Following a strategic acquisition and major investments, we are now structured into 3 production units, enabling us to exceed 5,000 tons of capacity. At the core of our journey is circular design, where innovation meets responsibility and waste becomes opportunity.